last episode 2 weeks ago was easily the craziest stream of shit that went down. I was gonna say pile of shit, but I think that would make it sound like it was bad. Okay, so I'm gonna let's recap that. And of course, as always, guys, let me know if I miss or misrepresent anything. So here we go. You guys we started out with you guys approaching Scarlet Moon Hall, one of your now 4 known-ish to you key locations. And your plan, which was pretty choice, was to use the allure of your hippogriffs in combination with your bard leader to essentially put on like a parade, like a show, as a sort of affront/distraction, so you didn't have to really deal with people on your way to going up to the main folks at the front of the hall. Upon talking with the 2 robed people, sort of chanting, I guess, at the main bonfire at the front of the congregation, if you will, when they finished, they essentially asked you to join in the coming celebration. That was a pretty brief conversation, but you guys decided to not antagonize right away and sort of join one of the nearby camps that you had previously had a very brief exchange with before and knew that they were kind of not really all about whatever was going on here. So you talked with them more, scoping out the situation, and eventually learn a bit more about them, that they are really just here to, quote, see what the druids are up to, indicating that they themselves were not druids, that they were far superior in their own words. And then a whole bunch of stuff went down all at once. So,
so much.
Yeah, let's even I'm having trouble keeping the sequence right here. So, but I think I got it. So first of all, Cal's newly acquired magic spear flies up into the air for a not insignificant amount of time, about a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And then after a brief exchange again with the mages at the front of the, I'm just going to keep calling it a congregation, a clap of thunder and streak of lightning striking the burning man, throws your spear, Cal, and Taryn's shield back at you guys. And a mysterious figure appeared. There was a very tall, bluish-skinned man with humongous, angelic-like wings and a large greatsword that had essentially bowed to you and said, Osiris and Lathander send their regards. Best of luck this time.
Scarlet Moon Visitor.
Yes.
Scarlet.
This was also after I did miss one other quote. As the weapons seemed to ride this strike of lightning and actually hit the fire elemental, now you guys know that's what it was a magically sent message from the familiar voice of Feng from Red Larch that said, "Gon saw fit to help speed things up." So there's a couple mentions of new names for you guys now. And it was noteworthy that during the appearance of the winged figure, everything around you guys just completely froze. And it was an exchange. It wasn't really an exchange, but you were receiving a message from him seemingly in real time, but everything around you froze. And then he was sort of slashed out of existence from an unseen claw, is the best way I can describe it. It looked like a claw just slashed him into shadow and out of existence. So after all that goes down, you guys went into the biggest fight we've had so far as well. Big old marathon fight with a fire elemental and several mages, and then one more mysterious, clearly more powerful mage toward the end who essentially incinerated his own people, was pissed off at you guys. But you took care of all that and decided to go explore the tower that is Scarlet Moon Hall a little bit. And you found almost nothing, which is very different from your experience in Feathergale Spire. There seemed to be almost nothing here aside from the scaffolding that indicated clearly this place is in aggressive repair, and one odd dwarf-like statue, a metallic statue that animated itself and had a very brief conversation with you that mostly involved it repeating the phrases, "You are not Elazar, you are not Vanifer." After a couple of 10-sec conversation that you guys gave it, it essentially, the best way I can describe it really is that it turned off. And after climbing to the top of the tower, finding basically nothing else, you decide to take a rest for the evening. So, did I miss or misrepresent anything?
Not that I know
I
of.
don't think so.
Okay.
Good.
Do we need to clarify, or we'll say it's like morning for you guys, and if there's anything that you want to explore as far as all that stuff that happened, or if you just want to start moving on, whatever you guys choose, now would be the time to do that.
So, that guy exploded after we beat him.
The mage, yes.
Yeah, both out of game and in game.
Yes.
You know, I don't think nobody else we fought has exploded, have they?
Gonna think here for a hot second. No, I don't think so.
What about Oriath? Did he explode or did he just disappear into a pile of bones?
He just got sucked into the mirror.
Cool.
Yeah, his body did essentially disintegrate.
Yeah.
He did, but it was notably not an explosion. So, yeah, Oriath disintegrated into nothing with the exception of his skull and spine, which got sucked into that portal thing. This guy that exploded, I recall mentioning that he had a sort of, I want to say orb, don't read too far into it, it's not an orb like what you guys have had. It was like the final effect of casting a spell on himself. So he fireballed himself essentially as he was dying.
Fair.
Wow, what a way to go out.
Yeah. Man.
Right.
I mean, I think we did what we were supposed to do. Unless, because we haven't found anything, I think
maybe... Sorry, continue.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure where to go since we haven't found anything.
I mean, we haven't gone down in this tower, right? We heard some weird stuff on the outside, right?
And we don't know, maybe there's more in some of the camps? Because we only checked that one camp of the two dudes that didn't want to be there. So I wonder if someone else maybe has more information.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Well, everybody kind of scattered.
Well, yeah. I mean, someone else's stuff left behind. Maybe there's a notebook or something spooky. Spooky notebook.
I'd be down for a spooky notebook, you know?
Okay, so do we want to shimmy back down this thing and see maybe what's at the bottom of the tower, and then we'll go back outside and keep looking at stuff?
Oh yeah, is this after we've had a long rest?
Yes. I mean, unless I guess we did end as you guys were starting a long rest. Nothing's gonna happen during this long rest. So if there's anything that you wanted to do before, we can say that you've done it. But otherwise, we're now starting in the morning. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess we just check downstairs and see if anything incriminating was in the tents, or if we can find a way that's closer inside, closer to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Away we go.
All right, let's shimmy back down carefully, one person at a time, through until we get to the window entrance, I think.
Okay. Do, do.
By window entrance, you mean the place that you came in at the top of the
Yeah.
scaffolding? Okay.
Yeah. Cal has slept on the staircase.
Apparently, yeah.
Dude.
Sure, we all go one at a time, so don't break anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
You will see on your way down that the dwarven-looking statue is in the exact same spot that it had been when it turned off.
So weird.
It is.
Actually, when Gert gets down the stairs, she's just gonna say, "Hey, buddy, did you sleep good? Because we did share a hug." So
You did give him a hug.
know.
I forgot
Yeah.
about
I did
that.
give him a hug. So, yeah, I just want to check in on him, see how he's doing.
Okay. There is no response.
Cool. That's what I figured. Figured, just wanted to make sure. Do. Go downstairs. Oh, now that she's on this landing, she can see down.
Do you see anything? Do you see anything down there?
A big pile of junk.
As you're getting closer to that and looking down at that pile of junk, you can hear a familiar
Oh.
and small embers are visible, sort of maybe like a foot or so into the pile of rubble itself.
Okay. Okay. And how far down is this? That's way down.
From where you are, yeah, it's about
Yeah.
60 feet to the top of the
Oh boy.
stuff.
Is the hold on. Is the bottom is this platform opening blocked by the staircase?
No.
No. Okay.
So there is another map of this, but it's like really weird. Let me take a look at it. I don't think it would make much sense to put you guys on this, because it's just a series of squares, one square representing each level that you're now traversing the stairs of, and they're tiny. So I think it'd be best if I just described that. No, the stairs don't block it. It is like a square level that you're on. So the stairs are just on one side on the wall itself. To your left, I guess, if you're looking up the stairs, they're on your left. And then to your right is the rest of the square area.
Okay. Does I'd be willing to get lowered by y'all to like see what's down there.
Like tie you to
Tie me
one
to
of
a
us
thing.
and just lower you down.
Yes. With Cal and his big beefy boyness.
Beefy boy.
Beef boyness.
Cause yeah, how much rope do I have?
It's usually 50 feet.
That could get interesting.
I mean,
We could
Should
tie
make it.
2 ropes
Like-
together.
Right.
Yeah, we have other
Yeah.
ropes that we could use.
So we got,
Yeah,
Multiple ropes.
I got 50 feet. Somebody else got 50 feet.
I'm sure I do.
there's
I don't.
Probably have some
I got rope.
ropes.
embers coming from down there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We want to try and send some sort of
I do have a coil of rope.
light or something down there first.
Oh, hey, I do have light that I can do once a day. Do it. Which light can I do once a day? It's sunlight.
Come in.
I can
Oh.
create daylight in a 60-foot, let's see, what is this? A 60-foot radius sphere of light out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet.
I mean, that should light everything down there. We should be able to see everything down there with that. Most of it.
Sounds good to me. We can do that. Okay, I'm gonna cast daylight.
And you're casting it on what exactly?
I'm casting it on like, let's see. Whoop, you stop that. Because I don't think I don't have to cast it on a thing, right? Like I do for light. Like I don't have to
Right. You just
make
choose
a
like
rock
a point.
light up.
Sorry, I should have
Okay,
worded that question
cool.
better. What's
That's fine.
your point of origin, I guess?
I was thinking like here. Yeah. Or maybe like just at the top of the. Or the top of that.
Sing that one more time.
At the top of the hill.
Oh, like on top of the pile?
Yeah.
So like right there?
Yeah. So it's 60 feet of bright light and an extra 60 feet of dim light.
Nice.
Okay. So you... Okay, I'm going to put it there just so it's easy to see, but it's about 5 feet higher than where you actually picked.
Okay.
So you're able to see that there is a... Just this massive pile of pieces of scaffolding and chunks of stone and make a investigation check for me. Okay, so you're able to see that there are chunks of wood that look different from others, and you'd be able to reasonably piece together that it's likely pieces of the floor that would be in front of you right now. You also remember that the chunks of floor on the upper levels were weakened and boards were missing, that sort of thing. It definitely does not look like this was like an organized pile of just general rubbish. It could have been kind of just like a dumping ground for cleanup efforts. Or at least, you know, with the reconstruction / fixing of this place in progress, it might just be like the current state of where all the trash is. But then you'd also notice that the little lights of embers that you saw a minute ago, a little bit of time has passed. And with the extra light, you'd be able to see that they are moving a little bit at a time.
Ooh.
I think we found our spooky.
So they're like, they look like actual embers. They look red. They're not any like other color, right?
They're definitely only red. You'd be able to tell, excuse me, that they're faint, but simply because they are the flame that they may be might be producing this light is farther down than the surface of this trash pile.
Okay. Well, guys, it just looks like a pile of garbage. I think I can't really see that there's a fire. It looks like there might be one because there's embers, but we put a lot of light down there, and I'm not seeing anything that looks dangerous.
Okay.
So,
Should we still check and see if we find anything?
I mean, I'd still be interested in like actually going down just to see.
I'm moving down, and is this part where I am, is that like open?
Yes.
So I could potentially like see down,
Yes.
straight down. Okay. I'm going to take one of my torches. I'm not going to light it, but I'm going to drop it
Yes.
with a little bit of like force, intending to kind of make some noise and ruckus. So I'm just dropping it kind of straight down.
Okay. Intending to make noise. Can you... Are you able to be a little more specific on what you're going for? Are you just going for like like ruffling the garbage to make noise?
I want to like create noise to see if it disturbs anything or if anything reacts
Gotcha.
to the noise.
Okay.
And actually, before I do that, I will tell everyone to just like, keep it down for just a minute. I'm gonna try this, and I'll drop it, see if we can hear anything.
Okay. So as the torch hits the garbage, it'll resonate on like a plank that's sticking out. Definitely a piece of wood that's sticking out, and make that iconic clunk of a strike of wood on wood, and you'll hear a sort of and notice that one of the embers quickly shifts. But then you continue to hear the same chittering and see a little bit of movement of these orangey red dim lights underneath the surface of this pile.
I think I may have bonked something.
Don't want to go down, Kurt?
I mean, kind of.
I mean, I can be relatively sneaky going down there.
Can
Yeah.
you though? Because you're literally just gonna like Mission Impossible down. was sort of like that was sort of my idea,
It's too bad I
So
can't
that
play
is-
copyrighted music,
right?
because I
Man.
would cue that up if I could.
Because that's a felony now.
Apparently, gee.
So yeah, I was just gonna sort of like do that.
Okay. And then we can like
Um,
hold on to the rope up here and pull you back up
yeah.
if things get crazy doodle.
Yeah,
Sounds like a plan.
Sick.
That was my idea.
All right.
Okay.
So here we go.
Let's tie some rope together. Get you a bowling net.
Making one big rope.
Tie
Okay.
you a one-handed bowling. Or you can do the thing.
Excuse me.
So, yeah.
So you're are you tying two ropes together? Because I believe this is longer
Yes.
than
Mhm.
okay.
Yes,
Well,
I'm here.
you'd be able
Here.
to. Oh, you're here.
I'm here.
I believe the standard rope is 50 feet. Is it not?
It is,
Yeah.
but we'd still have to like we have to tie it around me and then
fair.
tie it around the person.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be realistic about this.
Fair. Good call.
We strive for realism in D&D.
Yeah.
guys.
Really got to get that like rope economy down.
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna do a sleight of hand check for tying the rope around you.
Oh jeez.
Can I help?
Absolutely.
Take.
Okay.
That basically just gives you advantage.
Are
Sleight
you
of
proficient
hand.
in sleight of
That's
hand?
I
pretty
think you're
good.
fine.
I mean, I do have a +2 in sleight of hand,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
it's not. I'm not bad at it, but also
Okay.
it's
Pretty
18.
good.
So.
You got, yeah.
So yeah, you take care of tying this rope around your own waist, Gert, and get a good sense that it's on. It's nice and snug, and you don't have to worry about potentially falling out. Now we'll need a sleight of hand check. Did you say you were tying someone else to the other end?
I figured Mr. Beefy Boy
Mhm.
could lower me and help me, and if somebody wants to help him maintain,
Right.
I'm like
absolutely.
the belay
Yeah, we
or
can-
whatever you call
Yeah.
it. Like I'm the,
Yeah.
I'm standing
I'm belay.
there. Yep. Belay on.
Belay on.
Lay on. Yeah.
Climbing.
Come on.
Like we're at the frickin' Adventure Rock or something.
Yeah.
Or taking your Rocky Mountain High class in high school. I don't
There
know
you go.
who would have done that or anything.
Jeez.
I don't know who did that. Yeah, let's tie some rope to you, Cal.
Mhm.
Okay, so if we're tying it to him, then we'll need another sleight of hand check. We can just say
From-
like the party's in on it, so we'll make it at advantage again.
Sick.
From Cal then?
Yes.
Okay. At advantage, you say.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought there was a way. Oh, yeah. Advantage. But that's
Gonna
not
roll it in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's gonna roll it there, not there. I'm just gonna do it twice. Make it easier.
Hey.
On myself. 14.
Okay. So you also take care of tying this around your waist with a good sense of, even in a bad situation, it's probably not going anywhere. And how are you going to take it? You, Cal, specifically are strong enough that you could reasonably take care of lowering and raising Gert on your own if you want to. Reasonable to assume that it would probably go more safely if someone helped you.
I'm definitely offering help if Cal
I got
wants
you.
it.
And I actually think everybody should come hang out here with me
Sure.
again.
Yeah.
Whoop, wow. I didn't want to do anything to my token. Stop it. So yeah, because I figure this is just like kind of a sturdier spot
Area.
than
Yeah.
than everybody at the top of the stairs.
Totally fair.
Again, just trying to think about things.
Sounds good.
Great.
All right, so you're going down.
Yes.
Cal, especially with help, I'm not going to make you do any sort of like check for doing this. You have help and you're doing so carefully, and there's like nothing around disturbing you. So, Gert, I'm going to say go ahead and put yourself wherever you'd like to be.
Cool.
I have to ask, are you staying attached to the rope? Are you?
Yes.
Okay. And then as you get to the surface of the pile, are you like trying to stand on it? Are you going to stay suspended? What exactly are you going for?
I am going for trying to stand on it.
Okay. Make a... It doesn't tell me what I should do, so now I got to make it up.
I believe in you.
Make an acrobatics check. DC is
Ooh.
6.
Okay.
And sometimes I tell you guys what the DC is, and sometimes I don't. I'm trying to figure out like the happy middle ground of when I should and when I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I want to
Okay.
make sure you guys know I'm not bullshitting stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
And there's actual
Yeah,
thought
but
behind
that
my
came real
decisions.
close, so don't jinx it either.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So, Gert, as you sort of start to plant your feet, Cal has a really good hold on you, and he's letting you down real, like, slower than on the way down, just so that you can really get your footing. And you will notice that it's a little difficult to get your footing. You know, loose pieces and chunks of mostly wood, some rock, a bunch of dust. Nothing really, like, noteworthy or like salvageable. If I don't know if you were looking for anything like that, but yeah, it's definitely just like this pile of wood and stone for the most part. And but you are able to catch your footing just fine. And as you're getting lower and lower, and definitely by the point that you're on the surface of this, you can see little orange red light in 5 different spots around this garbage pile are definitely like shifting around. And now that you're like on top of the pile, you can hear chunks of stuff shifting underneath you. And this is the chittering is very clear now. It's clearly like below you and in other areas of this pile, and definitely below the surface.
Okay. Can I walk further down?
Down as in like south on the current map,
Yes.
you would have to dig.
I'd have to dig. Okay,
Yes.
so this mound is like
Like solid 15 feet of trash.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to like actually
You know what?
Am I
need to... The scale on this map... Either the scale is wrong, or the default size of the tokens is wrong. You guys are the wrong size.
Cool.
Oh, dope.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
very
Yeah.
large.
That helps.
Yeah, sorry.
that is different. That's okay.
I never like really. There was one point that I remember looking at
so big.
because Cal asked how high this was.
Mm.
So I told you 30 feet, and then okay, so yeah, that helps us emphasize like how tightly cramped in this whole space is, and how
Sure.
thin
Yeah.
and haphazard the scaffolding is, and how small the rooms are, all that jazz.
Okay. Yes, that definitely. Okay. Am I near any of the embers?
Yes, there is one within arm's reach of you. You can't really tell how deep it is, but you'd be able to tell, like, if you touched the top of the pile, you would be covering up the source of the light.
Okay.
But it's hot.
Okay. See, and that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out if these are actual embers or if they're like a tiny little thing.
You're close enough to at least one that
Uh-huh.
you can tell it's emanating heat.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to take my feet and sort of try to push some dirt out, like some of this stuff out of the way with my feet and get lower if I can.
Okay, you're trying to get lower. It sounds like
I'm
you're being
digging with
careful.
my feet. Yes, I'm digging with my feet, not my hands.
What are you being careful of? Like not getting burned?
Yes.
Okay. So, roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Okay. So you're able to sort of dig your toe in, a little farther, shift a couple things around, and the sound that you create from shifting, wood on wood and stone on wood, is very similar to the already sort of little shifts that you're hearing from farther down into the pile. The ember that is directly below you does shift a little bit away from you, but that's it.
Is it just me, or do I have my bag with me?
We can say you had all your stuff with you. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna use my shovel.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my shovel and shovel.
Usually how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna I'm gonna just I don't know, dig a foot down.
Okay.
See what happens.
While this is all happening, guys, I don't want to lose the rest of you. Obviously Cal is focusing on the rope. Is any of you doing anything, looking for anything as all this is happening? This would be like a solid minute between, from the point that she started lowering down to where we're at right now.
I've just kind of been standing next to Cal, ready to catch the rope if something happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing too.
Okay.
Just being on high alert.
Okay. So Gert, I'm gonna need you to roll another d20, please.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. You put your spade down and shift over I'm calling it a spade, shovel spade. I'm assuming it's a smaller shovel, so a spade. And shift over a good chunk of the rubble in front of you, and you're able to see a small, persistent flame. And after a brief moment, you can see it shift away from you again, with the iconic sound, of course, of stuff just being kind of moved around, with the same chittering happening below you. You'd be able to easily tell this is not just fire.
Yeah.
Like something just moved.
Yeah. And that's I want to shout up to them, there's something moving down here that is also on fire, or has fire. I think I want to keep digging to see if I can find it and talk to it. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Be careful, don't touch the fire.
I won't touch the fire. I'm not protected like you are. Fire's hot.
Yeah,
Do you have anything that could detect things that are down there?
I see where you're going with that.
Good.
Maybe
What?
try
I do.
screaming into it and see if it responds.
That's
Hey,
what I
Rebel,
use.
what up?
Shout directly into the pile of garbage.
Hey, fire! Will you be my friend?
That's, I mean, guys, let's be honest. That is Gert.
Yeah.
At this point. Hey, random object, will you be my friend? Okay, so I'm finally gonna do the thing that I probably should have done from the get-go. Detect magic.
What? You have that?
Shut up. What? I'm sorry that you're a better cleric than I am, okay?
I can't identify trash.
It's true.
I can
That is
identify
trash. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. So I cast Detect Magic. Now what?
You die.
Ah, balls.
Probably nothing magical. They're just like.
I
dudes
need
holding fire.
to check on a like very unique technicality on that. 1 second.
Hmm.
Do it be a magic creature, DM.
Mm.
Is
Well,
the magic
this-
inside our hearts and inside us?
All
Are we
along.
pinging because of the magic that we have for each other?
Seems like the most
Okay.
plausible answer.
So, no, you do not detect anything other than the known magical items that you and your friends are carrying.
Okay. Would I know of anything that, that like is fire that moves?
I understand what that
I
means.
don't,
Are
I
you-
don't know.
Probably don't even.
Are you?
Yeah, like I'm
Moving
saying,
fire.
yeah, I'm saying, would
Yeah.
I know if this is a creature or if this is like,
Make. Oh man, on the fly, this is tough. Make a nature check.
nature?
Yeah.
Okay,
How natural is moving fire?
13.
Okay. It is definitely not beyond the realm of possibility as far as you know. But the only like living embodiment of fire that you would for sure know about is the one that you saw yesterday that attacked all of
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I mean, okay, guys, I'm really curious about what this is. But if anybody, like, if nobody else is, then you guys can pick me up. I just really want to know what this thing is in this pile of garbage that's fire.
Well, whatever is down there seems to be making some noise. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's harmed or if it needs assistance, but
Can,
if you can't find anything, then maybe it desires to be hidden.
I mean, I can
Can-
try digging a little further.
can you try talking to it? If it is a thing? Like a creature?
Yeah, I mean, the whole screaming
Okay.
into the trash super works. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing that out there.
I mean, I would
So I'll
agree.
dig, and the next time I hear a rustle, I'll say, "Hi, friend." Sound good?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
perfect.
So I'm gonna dig again. Do I need to roll another d20?
Yep.
Okay. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Oh,
Did it pop up? Oh, there it is.
It is
Okay.
an
8.
So you put your spade down one more time into the rubble, intending to shift away more, but clunk on a chunk of rock and accidentally sort of like misstab and accidentally poke into the red flame, and all you hear is a ah! And then poof, a small explosion.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Cal, I'm not going to make you roll anything for it because between your strength and enough help, this is definitely not enough for you to like drop Gert. But you would notice it take like quick reaction. It takes for you to like lean back, put a little bit more tension, and Gert, you're like swinging for a second.
Okay.
So you're going to take 4 fire damage,
Okay.
and a small area of the trash is blown away, and you are able to see 4 small flaming faces revealed.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Faces.
Hi, guys. Don't be afraid. We're okay. I promise.
At the explosion of their companion, these guys are going to attack you.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
So
Oh, no.
Oh hell.
Uh-oh.
So, they were surprised by the explosion. You're surprised by the aggressive move. So I'm gonna need you. Well, everybody roll initiative.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my new dice that I got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I bought myself a whole bunch of dice for Christmas.
I got
Oh.
a natural 1.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
boy. Okay, I should probably click the thing. Hang on.
I'm gonna
Oh, Jesus
refresh,
Christ.
Oh.
but I don't think I can click my token anymore. Now that
Uh-oh.
we've gotten bigger, it's refreshing right now. I'm gonna see if that helps.
Okay.
I forgot to click my token. Fuck.
Oh, I don't use the tracker, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to use that.
21.
2 21s. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so Cal had a 21, Whirl had a 17. Gert had a 12.
Yep.
Is had 21. Taryn had a 1?
Yep.
Killing it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I really rolled a natural 1 on the first die roll. For
Oh,
this one.
that's right. And you put all your extras into like wisdom, charisma, and intellect.
Yeah.
And not Dex,
Yeah,
apparently.
cleric, yo.
Yeah.
I have cleric dex. It's curse.
So you're going to be the first of the 21 group because of your mod,
Dope.
and then these
Well.
guys. They're gonna be at a
What's
13.
4 of them?
I know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna
Hug,
yank on the thing and have him pull you back up.
Nope.
hug
No.
all the flaming guys together. It'll be fine.
Okay, so you can see that there was a small explosion down here, and these 4 guys popped out. Oh, I gotta show you. I got the thing ready, and then I didn't show you.
Handouts.
Big money, no whammies. What?
Oh,
jeez.
Oh, a little bit terrifying.
Oh,
Flaming demon baby. Oh
How-
god.
How big are they?
They are small.
Really tiny.
They're 2
So they're-
size categories smaller than you.
Okay. So they're about that size. So they're like,
Oh, you mean on the map? They're like
Yeah.
even smaller than that.
oh,
Okay.
Actually,
great.
no, that's accurate. That's accurate. They're about that big.
They're like a
Cool.
mousey.
Yeah, they're like a foot tall.
A rat.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
they're like the demon hands we bought for fire.
Yeah.
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 You know
Sick.
what? That works.
Hey,
Yeah.
From where I'm standing, I can't the field of view. I can't see anything down there. I'm just hearing all of this.
You can be. All right, so I'm just gonna give this to you guys. This gap
Mm-hmm.
is not the entire floor. Wait, let me confirm that. This particular tower is like really funky, and I really don't want to use the other map because it's so bad.
Oh no.
It's 5. Okay.
dumb question, can you turn the lights on? Or is there like too much that we can't know?
I could turn the lights on, but that might mess with the entire,
Fair.
like the rest
Just
of the
worth-
maps.
Just one.
No
worries.
Okay, so you're in a room that you can. There is a 5-foot perimeter around the entire room that is floor. The hole is just like in between the 5 feet around all of the edges. So
Okay.
we can say that you guys can stand, for example, is right here, but only
where I'll-
one person at a time. So you would have to be
Cool.
like single file like you are right now.
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So like that whole thing ideally is floor. There just happens to be a hole.
I
Yes.
see.
Cool.
Okay.
That makes
Here, I
Uh,
will even move over here so that you can see more. So we can pop another human in there.
sick. Oh, cool. All right. So I'm standing on a 5-foot ledge over here and I can see stuff.
Yep.
Sick. So I'm gonna do my bonus
can
action
choose less,
to
I'm going.
steady aim. and then use my crossbow to try and hit one of these little guys that is now attacking one of my friends. Does
Okay.
a 20 hit?
Which one?
The top one.
This guy?
First one
Okay.
that I can see, yeah.
And what was the damage?
Well, it was just 20
yeah,
to
that,
hit.
that definitely hits.
Sick. All right. 10 piercing damage.
Okay, is a crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get a quick loaded shot straight down at this guy, and before any of them even realize what happens, you just impale it straight in the forehead, and you hear another ah! Poof. And Gert, you're gonna go swinging on the rope again, and take
jeez.
4 fire damage.
I'm
Cool.
sorry.
No, don't be. Don't be. I never get hurt, so now I'm taking
Now you feel the rest
Yeah,
of
you
us
were
do
like
it.
the only one that didn't.
Yeah, I'm the only
damage
one who
last
never
time,
gets
which-
hurt.
Yeah.
So and
Gert, by this
yeah.
point, you'd also note that the rope around your waist and like immediately, like the first couple feet going up is getting damaged from these small explosions.
Cool.
Crap.
Great.
All right. Well, I think that's my turn. I'll just kind of crouch down and keep an eye on everything that's happening.
Okay, Cal, you're up.
Gart, we hear explosions. I'm pulling you up. And
Okay.
I'm starting to pull her up.
Okay, fine. So I legitimately did not think you guys were going to do this, so I didn't think about like pulling someone up during a round of combat.
Well, how about Cal? How about you just pull me up to this like ledge?
I have to figure out if I can first, and
Right.
also how that's going to work.
I'm
Yeah, I guess
gonna
we're
treat
Because I feel like I could jump up to this ledge.
like pulling someone like on like someone's unconscious, you're just pulling them. Your movement speed is halved. I think just for the sake of simplicity, let's do the same thing here.
Cool.
Cal, you can attempt to make like we'll do a strength check to see if you can pull her up any faster than that, and it'll just be a straight up 11 or higher. You get an extra 5 feet. 10 or lower, it's just straight up half of your movement speed is how much you can move her.
Okay. So a strength check, strength check.
Yeah. In the category of unique fights in
Right?
this campaign, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna miss that.
How
Okay,
to
so
pulling in combat, D&D fight.
Nice.
21.
Okay.
You got it.
So your movement speed halved plus 5 is the most that you can pull her.
So I can do 25 feet up. And so another silly question, where is that starting? Like from her
From
center?
we'll
or
say
like-
from her center top. We'll say top because she
Top.
could reasonably like reach to grab a ledge. So we'll say
Okay.
from her top. Yeah.
So, yeah, Cal, I don't even. Okay, well, sure.
I mean, I'd like to get you up and over here.
Out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as possible. And just over, at least so you're over that ledge. in
Yeah,
case
and that's
something
like-
happens.
I was actually thinking if you just put me on that ledge.
Well, I'm
but-
starting there.
Sure.
Because that's
Okay.
as far as I can go. And that's all I can do because I'm a tree for now. So,
Okay.
I'm belay.
Whirl.
Just in case, I'm going to hold my action, which is going to be to cast Levitate. There's nothing else I can super do because I can't do like a spell and then probably hold a spell. So I'm just going to hold Levitate just in case.
Okay.
And if something happens to the rope, I'm going to immediately cast it on Gert so that she at least stays in place. And then we can just like slowly levitate her out of there.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know if we've talked about this before. So just so it's on the table, you are holding a spell action. That means you are concentrating on the spell, even if it's not a concentration spell.
Correct.
So if anything were to like hit you or anything along those lines, like the concentration rules of having to make a save to maintain that concentration apply.
Right.
Okay. So then these guys are gonna like give you a snarl, Gert, as you're levitating, and they will,
Hi, friends.
all three of them, aggressively dig back down into the rubble. And you can see that some of it is like catching fire a little bit, but they just burrow down. So with that, it is your turn, Gert.
Like in the, we're still in initiative?
Unless you want to stop and go away, yes. It would be clear to you that they're just trying to get away from you.
Sorry, my music stopped, and that's why I was curious if we were out of initiative.
Oh, that's because I didn't put it on loop.
I see.
Oh,
I was like-
perfect timing though.
Yeah, it was. It was
perfect
like,
timing.
and they went down, and now
Yeah.
we're done.
Just D&D things.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta love it when things line up accidentally.
That is.
I just. Yeah, let's just go.
Fair.
Yeah, that's like, they're not fucking with us anymore. They're more scared of us than we are of them. So, guys, just pull me up. I'm done.
I'll go run behind Cal and grab the rope that he's pulling behind him and just help him with raising Gert out of the pit.
Okay.
I was
Booster up.
definitely gonna try to pour water on them, though. Like, I was going to create food and water just to sort of
Just
dump
water
water
down
on them. See what happens.
I hate to say, you probably
That's
still could, but
Yeah. Just do it
That's
while we're
okay.
pulling you out. Just be like,
It's okay.
Now raining from above.
Right?
You guys will notice that like not very aggressively as if to be unnatural, but the rubble beneath you is like catching fire a little bit as you're pulling Gert up.
Dude, I'm up. Sorry that we bothered you guys.
Yeah, I feel bad for murdering one of those things. Shoot.
No.
To
I
be
did
fair,
too.
they did come after Gert after she poked the first one.
bro.
This is
but-
true.
But I murdered him by accident.
Technically, you manslaughtered.
Manslaughtered
I mean,
him. I fire baby slaughtered him.
You man him? Slaughtered him? What's he called?
But yeah, no, I do
Magman.
feel.
Oh,
Yeah, a Magman slaughtered him.
It's like a mini magma. That's so good. I'm done.
No, I do feel bad, but also like that's just weird. I don't know. And I don't know if we're gonna get any more information out of these guys.
I mean, now I not want to know what's underneath all of that other than them.
Yeah.
But they were hurting you and they were destroying the rope, so it was gonna be a pickle
I mean,
Yeah.
regardless.
I mean, we
I
could
have-
just send our fire boy down.
yeah, I have a small idea that might work if we're not trying to hurt them.
I'm cool with ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, it speaks fire, and I speak infernal, so it might not hurt to try to speak a language that's not. If they are fiendish in nature, then I get maybe speaking a devil's language would help.
Yeah. Go for it.
Bertha Shat?
Do you want to just shout from here?
That's what I was just gonna yell.
Cool.
I yell down the hole in infernal. We didn't mean to hurt you. We were just curious.
I'm just now seeing these messages that you guys sent in the Discord about this pile of garbage.
Oh no.
So good.
I was not in Discord.
Oh.
I have to look at the
Oh
Discord.
man.
Oh my baby.
It's trash.
I love them.
Taryn, make a perception check.
Ooh, a perception check. Okay. I'm gonna not use my actual dice this time.
I can assist you with that if you would like.
Cool.
Actually,
I would love-
everybody make a perception check
Okay.
Perception.
Okay.
because you're like all really focused
Aw.
on this.
I got a
Well,
13.
clearly I'm not.
Pop, pop.
Okay.
Whirl's pretty perceptive.
Um.
I just
Oh,
look
yeah,
at everything all the time.
Whoa, where did it go? Okay. So Whirl and Cal. You're all like super focused. You're like leaning over the barely there pieces of floor, checking this out as Taryn yells toward these little dudes in Infernal. That is the language of demons, right?
Abyssal is the language of demons.
Abyssal,
And
yeah.
Infernal is the devils.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
If this doesn't work, I can try Abyssal, because I know that one too.
So you're
Dang.
gonna yell this down, and nothing seems to happen. Cal and Whirl, you're able to tell that like the burrowing has continued and the chittering continues, but nothing else.
Should we just start yelling in different languages? I've got
I mean-
primordial.
I mean, I'll yell the same thing in Abyssal this time. And see if anything happens.
Okay. The rest of you hear this just guttural. It doesn't even sound like syllables and like vowels and consonants thing. Just like an
It's-
utterance come out of Taryn.
It sounds like I'm just retching in different sounds.
And it's almost kind of terrifying to the rest of you. But he yells down in this other language, and for a brief moment, Cal and Whirl, you can hear this, eh? And the shuffling sort of stops for a brief, very brief moment, but then goes right back to normal.
Do it again.
Wait, we want to talk. All in Infernal.
This time nothing
Or not
happens.
Infernal, Abyssal.
Yeah, this time nothing happens.
Okay.
What? I don't know what you just. Did you have something stuck in your throat? Because they seemed to understand that.
I know I hate speaking in it, but if they understand it, I mean, demons aren't usually conversationalists.
Okay.
I don't know if it speaks Abyssal and it looks like that. I mean, it probably would hurt us if we tried to talk to it anyways.
Alright.
I don't think we're
we
gonna
tried.
find anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, we
Burned
tried.
like 10 feet of rope. Gert got hurt.
Yeah, as you guys sort of reconvene after that, you can tell that the last, you're right, about 10 feet of rope is damaged. Not to the point of being dangerous yet, but Gert, you noticed it sort of as it was happening, that if any more were to start happening, it might become dangerous. So I just want
Yeah.
to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we
Aw, man.
move on, guys, I think right now is a good opportunity for a quick break, if that's cool with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about 5 minutes. Is that all right?
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
The internet. Oh, hey, look, it's in there. Yay.
Yes,
Rules of
I just put it in the
internet.
Discord thing. Okay. What's next?
I mean, I think we're just gonna like start heading back down to the ground level, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say, I think we live here now.
Alright, so you claim
We
the castle's our
just
own.
own this house with the talking statue.
Let's just jump down on it and let's make them real mad. Jump down
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
pile. Boom.
Yes,
Okay,
with the
well
two
then-
that I've exploded on you.
Right.
You take 80 falling damage, even
Yep.
though that probably wouldn't happen.
So yeah, Gert's gonna leave. Doop. On
Sounds
the
like a plan.
scaffolding.
Uh
Okay.
oh.
If you guys are just leaving, I can shift you all back to
Yeah.
the main area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ugh, just throwing things in my own house. It's
Sorry,
cool.
I gotta move you more. Oh, that's why it's all off. Okay, on this map, you're supposed to be small,
Oh.
but it's all
Then-
one map, just separated sections.
That's
Sure.
weird.
That's silly.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
That makes sense.
There we
Come
go.
on, wizard.
Yay!
Interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those quirks where the devs of Roll20 like obviously did the job that they could with taking the images, like the PDF version of the map images, and making them into actual maps on their system.
Right.
But these ones where it's a single page, I don't know, I feel like they should have just split it into two separate images and left it at that. Because the only alternative is I make another copy of your tokens.
Hmm.
Just
Well, I guess I could
bigger
do
on a
that.
separate area.
Yeah, I could. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Just make two copies of the tokens. It doesn't hurt for you guys to be able to see both areas at the same time on the map. So okay, yeah, I'll just have to keep that in mind.
Especially now since we know it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
How
so
are the hellhounds looking? Oh, my bad.
that I was just about to describe. As you come out, you're technically over here on the scaffolding, but it's not of any real consequence. So the hippogriffs are exactly where you left them. The cart with horses is exactly where you left them. And the hellhounds, you're able to tell, are just kind hanging out on their own. They're still chained up. They're actively, like, a couple of them might be playing a little bit, acting like dogs, and a couple are resting, just hanging out. Yeah, right where you left them.
Hey, Taryn,
Hey.
can you talk to the hellhounds?
I was just
Oh, hey, I gotta shift.
gonna say, do we want to try to get a couple hellhounds?
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna keep them, but it might be
I-
fun to see if you can, like, make them sit.
Magic, is this secretly a Pokemon campaign where we gotta catch them all?
Yes, you see 4 Houndours.
Houndour.
Yes.
Scarlet, Houndour, Houndour. Houndour.
Houndoom.
Use bite. You got a couple Pidgeots. Oh man.
Hell yeah.
It used bite. It's super effective.
This is the correct way to play
Dark
D&D.
and fire energy. Oh no.
What a combination. We'll never survive the Elite Four.
This was not the gym I wanted to join this year.
I love this.
You know,
my
I've
God.
seen many references to this campaign being as close to Avatar: The Last Airbender as you can get with D&D,
Oh,
but
I mean,
never Pokemon.
so
I've never
good.
heard that one.
We can try.
We'll take that combo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the reason why I was asking about the hellhounds is because now I want to try to walk over there and then speak in Abyssal and just like
Just see what happens.
communicate with them and see if I can if they speak anything.
I mean, as fun as that sounds to me, I'm gonna see if there's anything of interest in the other side of the thing, because Hellhound attacked me recently, and I do not want to go over there.
That was not a fun time.
I would agree with that. I was very attacked that day. I felt very
I felt
attacked.
very attacked.
I just rewatched that with my roommate. It was the best. So I'm gonna go. I while we're talking to hippogriffs, I'm gonna be on the other side, looking at what's in the tents.
You're looking in the tents. Taryn is going to the hellhounds.
Yeah.
Okay,
right
let's
over there.
let's start there.
These guys. Which one is? Do you remember? What did you look through last time?
Oh Lord.
This one is gone
Right.
because
Right.
dude fell on it and then exploded.
I think it was this one
Okay.
that I looked in, and I found a spell scroll.
Then I will look through this one and this one. Yeah, that one. Instead, just on the opposite side.
Dude.
That is there. Okay. Let's see what you find. Investigation checks, please. Everybody who's looking in the tents, I guess.
Oh, why did I click it twice?
Oh, I was like,
I didn't click it twice. I only clicked it once.
So that's Gert, Cal, and Whirl? Or is it is two?
I think it's just,
I'm
I
not
was the
doing
one that was
anything.
looking.
I'm
I
chilling.
think the perception's
Yeah.
still from last time.
Oh, I
hanging
see.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just Cal and Whirl. Got it. What is the spell scroll that you were...
I don't know. I found one. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't been able to identify it. But
Yeah,
I
we
found
never-
it in one of these tents.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't
I see.
remember
You
which
found it?
tent.
I think you found it in the werewolf tent, right?
Maybe?
Because I think we went back and checked around there.
That sounds right. I
thought
just
on
remember
the
it was
front
in a
one, but I
tent.
don't remember it.
I literally just wrote down, found a spell scroll, must identify. Didn't think to
Okay.
write down exactly where I got it. Sorry.
That's okay. Cal, you find a second scroll.
I wasn't
And-
looking for anything.
You weren't? What's the... Oh, that was from before?
Those are the perceptions from
That-
earlier.
Yeah.
We're listening for
I'm sorry. Whirl, you find another
Yes.
scroll.
Cool.
All over the place. Okay.
magic everywhere.
And... I actually don't know how that works. I need to find out.
Okay. Hey, Gert, I have a question for you.
what's up?
I know I kind of talked to you and Taryn about this previously. I have a friend who's a cleric who can like send messages to people and stuff. Can you guys do that now?
I did not decide to do that. No,
That's okay.
I'm doing a bunch of other things, but I actually think that that is might or not is
Taryn has
Whirl
it.
might have.
Taryn has it.
I do have
Okay.
it.
Great,
You
cool.
do?
I do have it.
We're speaking infernal.
I'm speaking to demon dogs right now.
Okay.
Okay, so Whirl, you actually find a scroll. You can tell that it has like glyphs and symbols on it. You also find a vial or like a small bottle of a bright red liquid.
Ooh, I can identify you, motherfuckers.
Taryn,
Yes.
you are talking to demon dogs.
I am talking to demon dogs or yelling with stomach sounds at dogs.
Okay. What exactly do you say to them?
I think this is a good question. I didn't think I would get this far. I think I'm actually just gonna say, I'm just gonna go with, can you understand me?
Okay. The three of the four, is this a dude? That's not a dude.
There
Just
was a guy
dude.
there previously.
There was a guy there.
Yes,
there are
he was the
three
one that-
hellhounds now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we thought that there was a,
The face bloated.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there are three hellhounds there. I'm sorry, not four. Two of them are like sort of jostling with each other. One, it looks like he's just asleep. The two that are playing with each other look at you. Like, they just stop and look right at you when you say that. And then they give you a sort of, like, cautious growl.
I'm gonna, like, slowly bend over, kind of like what I did with the hippogriffs, and just kind of speak in a more quiet tone. It's okay, we're not going to hurt you. I just want to speak.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. How good am I at persuasion? I'm okay. 11.
Okay, they both stand exactly where they are. In fact, one of them, like, it was like sideways when you talked to it, so it just kind of like turned its head toward you. But now it's gonna like move its hind legs to rotate its butt, so it's actually facing you directly. And now both of them are facing you directly, and they're going to lower their heads and continue to growl, and you'll see smoke emanating from the sides of their mouths.
No.
I'm gonna kind of like turn my head back towards the group and like motion it for somebody to come approach as I stick one of my hands kind of over the barrier with an open palm.
I mean, you could also. Okay, Gert's gonna come over in case something goes south. And so
They start to
Gert-
bark.
I am agreeing with Cal right now.
So Gert's coming over. But also, is there any way to I'm asking this to Taryn. Hey, is there any way to make this language sound nice so that you can give him a hello puppy?
I think
Maybe it'll make him happier.
I think the closest to "Hey puppy" in Infernal is just not a direct threat and just yelling dog. I think that's the closest thing I can get to "Hey puppy."
Or what if you try sit? Or heal? Just say it.
I yell sit over the barrier.
Okay, make a I'm gonna let you choose between the both of you. Make a nature or insight check,
Nature or insight?
but you both have to make the same. So I'm gonna let you guys choose which one you
I
want.
vote insight.
I also vote insight.
I vote
Okay.
insight.
Nice.
Okay,
But again,
so
okay, thank you, Gert.
Taryn, you attempt a sort of olive branch bridge of communication here, and to this point, from what you can tell, they were curious but cautious at best with you. Gert, you can tell that these dogs can understand what he's saying, but they are extremely defensive in their behavior right now, and it is dangerous.
Okay. Hey man. So they get it, but they don't like it. So maybe let's just leave it.
Yeah, okay. And I'm just gonna slowly walk away from the barrier.
And I'm gonna give him a bye-bye puppy before I walk away. Because they don't understand me. She perked up a little bit.
Okay, back
Yeah.
to the rest
Back.
of you.
I'll come back to the rest of the group. I keep clicking the wrong thing. There we go. And say, hey, I found this scroll with some stuff on it and this bottle. I'm going to look up the bottle later, but can anyone read anything that's on this scroll?
Let me see
I
it.
go look at it. Can I read it?
I'll take out the scroll that I found as
Ooh.
well. Like, hey, let me just add it to the pile because
Ooh.
I can't freaking read this.
Yeah, and then I'll take that one.
Cool.
So yeah, we're looking at it.
Yeah, can we read magic words?
All right. No, you cannot. Well, actually, everybody make an Arcana check that is reading the scrolls.
Ooh.
Mm.
14.
Taryn, you can tell that one of the one that Gert found is.
I didn't find nothing.
Is
Sorry.
an oral. We're looking
Yeah,
for
is
things.
it where I
Is.
found the scrolls?
Sorry, I keep getting people confused. The one that is found is a fire-based spell.
Ooh.
Okay.
That is. Okay, I don't know a good way to word this to like make it roleplay make sense. It is a 3rd level spell. So
Ooh.
like as far as you guys are concerned, it's pretty powerful. Because I don't think anybody can cast anything above 3rd level right now, right?
Right
Correct.
now, no.
So yeah, you can tell like it's powerful enough that insert fancy wordsmithing here is a 3rd level spell.
So, yeah, I can't quite read it, but it looks like it's a pretty powerful fire spell. This one, I'm not sure what it says at all.
Cool. Well, I'll try and go over them a little harder when we have some time, and I'm sitting in a cart later today, probably.
We could also
we could
probably
run
ask the
them.
Dark Elves about it.
True, but we also True.
Yeah.
Once we get back and chat with the constable, we can be like,
Yeah.
hey, look at these 2 things too.
Yeah, and they'll be like, there aren't any words on here, and we'll be like, cool.
No! Not again!
We're like, why do you
That
keep
might-
showing blank paper? And we're like, why are you stop?
What if that's the constable's problem? He just can't see words, so he's just suspicious of everyone.
That's probably it. Or the constable's just illiterate.
Yes, the
Aw, man.
constable with all his piles of papers that he's been reading
Yeah.
to you guys.
He's just making up names the whole time.
Yep.
We just look at it and they're all scribbles, and he just has everything memorized.
Yeah.
A picture of a flower.
Hieroglyphs, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, cool, guys. Now what?
Well, we had talked about this being our first stop, and our second stop being the other one,
The one before the river, right?
Yes.
Right.
the one directly east.
I literally printed out a copy of that map. Put it in my journal.
That one
Maybe
would
I
be
did.
the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. The stick
Want to
is-
go look at some
So,
stones?
I'm not a huge fan of this, but do you want to look into the tents and see what people left behind?
What kind of person would do that? Obviously, I would. We all know. Let's go. Let's look through everything.
Just as we're leaving, because a bunch of the people died. So if they're dead, their stuff's just here. And yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
I mean, these guys
Morrow's
seem
totally
to,
on board for looking through things.
These guys seem to really
I
like the
dig it.
fire too. Should we also burn the bodies?
What bodies? Oh,
The small ones that are here.
I mean, if there are any, I thought everyone kind of burst into flames, which I feel like kind of accomplished that for us.
The 3 X's that you see.
mhm.
So 1 to your south,
Yep.
2
Yeah,
just
like-
north of that, and then 3
these
so
two
this one was the
mostly.
guy that definitely exploded.
Yeah.
These two, he fully incinerated as he came down.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're not there. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were just lying
Those
there.
are piles of ash.
Oh, never mind then. Sorry, I'm hallucinating. I thought there were bodies over
That's okay.
Okay.
I don't remember if I specified that when they originally got.
I think so.
there. I
Got
was
murked.
probably just misremembering. I thought because I just remembered like a hole through both of their chests and then
Okay.
big dude.
Sure.
I guess we can look through the tents.
Maybe we'll find more spell scrolls or things.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
So everybody take a tent.
Should we start pulling the hippogriffs out towards the exit?
Oh
if we're
yeah,
gonna
we can
leave
take
after
the
this?
cart and yeah, let's gather our things as look as we are leaving.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I'll stick with the hippogriffs and kind of lead them along to collect whatever you all are pillaging.
It's not pillaging, it's collecting.
It
Darren
is
gets it.
pillaging, and I feel gross about it.
I don't. I
But
We-
think
everybody's dead.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
Sleepers losing Sleepers, pal.
I think that you know what, I'll ask Endar because he knows a lot about war. And if the bodies are dead and we did not kill them, is it actually pillaging?
All right.
Well, fair enough that, like, we did not cause the murders, but we are.
It's not morally positive at all, but it's not as bad as pillaging.
Are we having a legit crisis of evil versus
I'm-
good right now?
I am heavily not having it.
I mean, here's the thing.
I'm just watching all of this happen, and I'm
Out
probably
of-
already in a tent.
Out of character, Whirl and I have had a lot of conversations about this because Gert, like, again, one of the big things is that she will do what she thinks is best, even if it's detrimental to the group.
Right.
And so she really isn't into stealing, but there's that weird middle ground of like, well, I mean, they're all dead, so nobody's coming back to get it. And I think there's that idea if someone's going to come back, or if like there's a chance that someone might come back, then she's like, nope, that's stealing. So
I mean, also, like, if somebody were to come back, it wouldn't be a good person. Like, it would be in worse hands.
yeah. So
So I definitely get where you guys are coming from with that. So Gert, I'm looking at your passive insight right now, and I can definitely tell you, like, in character, you would have a sense of being okay generally, unless you're like aggressively, it's not mine, I don't touch it, which it sounds like you're not. You'd be able to tell, like, between the chaos that was the beginning of the encounter here and actually I can also tell you, like, with the way things played out when the Burning Man came to be, you know, like, started moving and stuff, and just the sheer panic and the fact that everybody ran, you'd be able to piece together, Gert, that, like, shit did not go according to anybody's plan except maybe these two dudes.
yeah.
Everybody else most likely didn't really know what was up.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
Well,
So if you're in that kind of middle ground, I would say, like, to help you with that gray area a bit with your passive insight, probably safe to say these folks are not coming back to get anything that they might have left.
cool. Well, then Gert's gonna look in this tent and see what's up.
in that case,
we go.
grabby hands. Also, DM, did you say that the ones who weren't burned just, like, weren't here anymore? Like, they're just gone?
Everybody ran.
Who?
Yeah, everyone fled
Like-
or got lit on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones who didn't get lit on fire just kind of, like, aren't here.
Yeah,
Or,
so
like,
you
weren't
were
here when the battle ended.
So we got to remember the haze from all of the fire that's been happening around this place. I mean, some of the bonfires are still going, not even just smoldering, but going. And the place where the fire elemental emerged was like this massive, persistent flame. Like all of that has died down, so the haze has also died down. But in that moment, you were only able to see like the camp immediately to your southeast and the one immediately to your west, sort of, because of their distance and the haze. So from what you could tell, like some people just immediately caught fire at the burst of flame, and those people, if they weren't dropped right away, and other, images of other people that you could see, like the shadows, were definitely all just running.
Okay.
So yeah, what's in this tent here?
Next to both of them, you're right there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I'll move over to this one.
Not allowed to die.
Yeah.
That's 2020 energy. Get that out of here.
Sucking it down the wrong tube, man. Get it out. Get it out. Okay, so
Whatever the spooky
Oh,
one.
bud.
Sorry, my abyssal came out.
There it is. That was close.
That's so good.
there you go. Those tents are empty, with the exception of now singed bedrolls.
All right, lame.
Rip the bedrolls, am I right?
Shall we start making our way out and look at more things?
Yeah, I think we're all
Yes.
just gonna cover all the tents.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that far ahead.
Okay. To save a little bit of time for you, like, real talk, there's nobody around. Everybody's scattered. So, actually, let's see. Somebody roll a D8, please.
Ooh, I'll do a D8.
Cool.
I got a lot of those.
Just
I believe
to
in you.
Come on!
help me
Big
randomize
money.
this a little bit.
No way.
I got a
Big money,
one.
no whammies.
Oh,
Great.
Again?
Another one!
It's a one.
Where is
Whoa.
your dice
just-
jail?
did.
It was the same dice set too, so I might have to throw the entire thing away.
man.
Gotta find a shaman and bless those dice
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Bless. Can I cast bless on my dice, DM?
Okay, so lucky for you, that D8 was just to help me determine which of the tents would be just like completely unsalvageable. So these ones over here, upon checking them out, you guys would find nothing but piles of ash and two remnants of what you would assume to be bodies that had immediately incinerated. In the rest of the tents around the camp, in total, you are going to find 2 more single pieces of paper that have runes and etchings on them.
Cool.
Sorry, can I ask real quick?
Yeah.
Do they all have different runes, or are they all the same runes?
Good question. Yes, they are all different.
Interesting.
Ooh. Yeah.
They're all different. So you have a total of. Wait, I might have gotten that wrong. You should have a total of 4.
4. Yep.
Then yeah,
Okay.
we would get 2 more.
Okay.
So we should have
I
3. Just checking. It's 3 like pieces of paper with like runes and stuff, and one of them is a part of a spell that we don't know what it is.
One of them is a scroll that is
Right.
that we
You-
know is high fire level.
Well, yeah.
Level
Taryn
5.
knows that one of them is a high fire level spell.
Right.
I'm just gonna actually keep that same Arcana check, and say that Taryn, you can tell all 4 of them are spells, and you
Ooh.
specifically know that the 4th one is Fireball.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm. Ugh.
You're
Sorry,
able to
still,
read it.
my demon is still trying to get out.
And then on top of that, guys, you're able to find there is a total of just like scattered coins and small trinkets totaling a value of 60 gold. And you are able to find one mostly burnt robe. But you are, with the investigation that you did before, I'm just going to continue using that. You're able to see the symbol that you recognize as water.
Ooh.
Oh,
one.
buddy.
Somebody got stolen.
Oh, shit.
Actually, everybody make one more investigation check, please.
Okay.
Is that my new one? It's 11. Boo.
12. Wow.
Oh, my
3.
you
I
know
got
what?
so
Fuck
excited
it.
because I thought
Damn
it was
it.
17,
And then you realize
and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It is a 17.
Okay.
Cal's popping off with the high rolls.
Tell me if I'm making
I know.
too many assumptions, but again, I'm just trying to... I don't want to make you guys spend an hour looting stuff. That
Sure.
just doesn't seem very interesting.
Yeah.
Cal, is it safe to assume that at the, like, if somebody found and mentioned that there was a robe with the water symbol on it, would you go over there, or would you be off doing your own thing?
I guess my assumption for this is that I am sort of walking down the main stretch here with the hippogriffs and carts and stuff.
Okay.
So as we're kind of like making our way back and everything, right? We're just like walking along, doing our thing, and everyone else is going, scattering, whatever, going to these tents. If they find something that's somewhat interesting, they'll bring it out to the cart. And like, if it's something that they're like, this seems interesting, but I'm not too sure about it, I want a second opinion, I would give that second opinion or something like that. And then based off of that, we would either dump it in the cart or we'd just put it back or leave it in this area, and not bring it with us. So it is kind of a like, I'm bringing the cart around to collect whatever the goodies that people are finding are, to just have them put it in the cart.
Okay.
And
Fair.
unless it's like money or whatever, if somebody's finding stuff that they're keeping for themselves, I don't care. It's literally for me, I'm just walking along, bringing the hippogriffs and the carts and stuff so that we can get towards the exit, but while everyone is looting.
Okay.
But yeah, my assumption would be that I wouldn't necessarily leave the cart, but if somebody has something, I would hope that if somebody has something that they want extra input on, they'll bring it to the cart, and then I can give it from there.
Is party, is that a safe assumption that you would
Yeah.
just bring
Yeah.
it? Okay. So one of you finds this robe with the symbol that you know represents water, and the group checks it out. And Cal, as you're sort of picking it up and, you know, checking out this symbol, recalling the party's description of how they handled this orb that you had a sort of almost existential crisis with, a small piece of paper falls out,
So much
and
paper.
you see a mostly burnt, just small chunk of parchment, and you're able to make out the words in common: Fire Cult Gathering, Investigate. And it's like very separated. There's clearly like a larger message, but most of it is burned away.
Which, and I'm sorry if I might have missed where you pinged it, whatever, which tent did that come from?
That would have been from these tents.
Those tents.
Yes. So as a reminder for everybody, this is the one that you guys
Yep.
chatted with people at that turned into wolves and ran when they started burning. This is one of the, actually, I don't think you actually stopped and visited any others at all.
We didn't.
No, we just kind of kept on going.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that note and robe were from this tent, or this cluster.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
How burnt is the robe? Like, what percentage is burned?
About half. Like
Okay.
you wouldn't even be able to wrap it around yourself anymore unless you like took the bottom of the half that's still intact and like straight
Sure.
up flung it around your neck, sort of thing.
I wasn't sure if it was like mending-able or not, but it doesn't sound like it is.
I mean,
Yeah, you'd be able
probably-
to tell it's pretty much like
Cool.
the symbol is intact. It's like on a
Toast.
brooch on the
It's toast.
furl, but yeah, otherwise
Nice.
it's toast.
we might be able to use it for a blanket, maybe.
Does the symbol come off? Should we maybe? I mean, guys, where are we going next? What's the next one called?
The monastery,
Sacred Stone Monastery.
sacred.
A
stone.
deep stone crypt. I'm just kidding.
I mean, do we maybe keep the symbol around so that when we like show up at the water cult, we can be like, look, we've got your token. We're also part of your team.
Would they
You
believe-
would
there-
notice that it's not like embroidered into the robe. It's on like a pin, almost like
Right,
almost like
exactly.
Cal's
Oh.
general brooch.
Is the pin damaged at all?
Nope.
Tight. We're taking.
Then yeah, let's keep the pin.
Yeah. Also, on the lines of would they believe us, we just pretended to be a band of musicians twice, and we have fully gotten through doors.
Well,
Yeah.
but we haven't been pretending to be a member of their organization, though.
Right, but
They
like,
might. Okay.
I believe in my ability to convince people of things.
Yeah, we'll try it. And
Uh,
worst comes to worst, another thing like this happens, and we came out pretty okay from this.
Taryn, make a wisdom check for me.
That's what he's good at.
I'm good at those ones.
Just like a straight wisdom. Yeah, not a save, just a check.
Cool. Button. Thank you.
I don't normally
I'm good.
butt into conversations. Okay, so
I do not.
you you do actually. It was
What?
It was low.
Cool.
You would recall, as this conversation is happening, that the people out in the campfires were like fully on board with your show, and that they were very interested in your animals, saying things like, I hope I can do that someday. It wasn't until you got to the mages at what you now know was a fire elemental that whole thing was just like not effective. There were
I'm
also
telling you
mentions of druids.
And then
Gathering.
druids like animals.
Yes.
That would make
Yes.
sense.
I'm just
I mean-
saying, everybody likes a circus.
Oh.
And like the circus hasn't lost us favor yet.
That's
Also-
not failed
That's-
yet.
It
There's
has not,
another-
and so I think we should keep up with circus
The
when we're
circus-
around
the
You
strangers.
do have
circus
a
is
bard
doing
that's
pretty
going
well.
going well with the performance thing. So.
Yeah.
I'm going hard on the whole bard.
Also, there is another connecting dot of the followers didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Feathergale Spire, the followers just kind of left after the fight broke out.
Yeah, and that one woman was like, I had no idea any of this bullshit was gonna go down.
And she thought they were a part of the Feathergale Knights, not the
Yeah.
Howling Hatred.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
Back
Oh,
up.
also, are we gonna split the coinage
I mean, that was the assumption I was under.
The 60
Okay.
gold. How
so
much?
Yes.
everybody gets 12?
Correct.
Right?
Oh, what do I owe you guys for my shield?
Roughly like 170 gold.
It's fine. You know what? Let's call it even. No,
We'll work on it.
you just take my 60. It's fine.
We'll figure it out.
I don't need it. I don't need the money. You can take the 60.
Okay. I'm not gonna take all 60. We'll do some math later, and we can figure out all math.
I'm gonna have to trust you guys to do that because I'm not keeping track of
I
your
have
goals.
I have a lot of things written down.
Okay.
We haven't like discussed it as a group yet. So once we group discuss, then I'll figure it out.
Guys, I have 16 gold and 3 silver. I'm fine.
Okay,
I
so
had-
I have to
short.
take a super quick run to the bathroom.
Cool.
You guys will need to converse about it. So it sounded like originally the plan was to go from here to Sacred Stone, but it sounds like some people are kind of thinking about going back to Red Larch first. We'll just need you guys to figure out which of those you're going to do next, and I'll be right back. I'm not going to do like full intermission. I'll be real quick.
Okay. Yeah, so this is like, we have 2 of these strongholds down. We want to continue to the next one?
I mean, I say we keep trekking.
Yeah, because it would be like we'd have to go all the way back and then come even further.
And
Yeah,
I
not to
thought we were
mention-
just
We're already right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I thought
Going.
we were just
Not-
gonna circle around and then go home.
I think
And
he
then
might have
not to
thought when
mention-
I said like the next time we see them,
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
we ask them about it. I think he thought I
Like,
wanted
we're
it
gonna
to be
go back
sooner.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm just like stick it in a pocket, and
And-
whenever we get back there, we'll go. Hey, look.
And
Right.
not to mention, like if we did go back, that would give the other 2 groups more time to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
But guys,
Cool.
we've taken down 2 big strongholds, and that's pretty
It's wild.
cool.
Yeah.
Feels a little nuts, but it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would be killing this many things, and it's starting to hit me.
I mean, good news is I haven't killed that many things yet. I keep falling over though, which is terrifying.
Also, hey, you said something a while ago about wanting to talk to somebody, or send a
Yeah.
message to someone.
Yeah, it's I mean it's a big deal, but I don't know what's going on, but I got a piece of paper slipped into my pack a while ago now, that said that my brother's in trouble. I don't know who put it there, but I wanted to reach out at least to my mother and see the hell's going on.
Okay. Yeah. Last night I was looking through my spell books, or my the spells that I know, and after this much experience, I decided to jot a couple more down and prepare some more powerful ones, and I just got one that lets me talk to people far away as long as I
Yeah.
can get a good picture of what they look like. Do you have like a photo or a drawing of your mother or brother?
I mean, I could try and sketch it really quick, I guess.
Or can you turn into them?
You know what? That's a great idea. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, quietly to myself
I got
too.
here just in time for that.
Forgot, man.
Completely forgets about a part
Yes,
number
yes,
being
you can.
intentionally.
Listen, I don't like changing into people that don't like being mimicked like that.
Oh,
And
okay.
I made a strict pact with my mom and my brother that I would never do it, but I feel like this is kind of extenuating circumstances, if that's how you say that, and whatever. So yeah, hang tight, and you'll see Iz just kind of put up her hood and turn around because she's kind of embarrassed with how it looks, and she'll shove her hands like underneath her arms, and then you see her get really, really short, and then just bright red hair start to come out from her hood. And all of her clothes are kind of sagging. I don't know if I ever explained this, but the way that Iz's clothing works and like her armor and stuff works is that there's kind of loose stitching on each piece of the armor, so that when she does change, it can kind of mold a little bit and shift along with her,
Nice.
instead of like
You have like
her
Hulk
changing.
hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotta hold hands.
Instead of like being really uncomfortable, like, hey, I just changed into a dude and I'm wearing chick armor. This is weird. So it's meant to be like basically like non-binary clothing,
Cool.
if that
Cool.
makes any sense. And she'll turn around and she suddenly looks like a dwarf woman, kind of older, probably like mid to late in her lifetime. Kind of sagging skin on her face and bright red hair. She's got these like bright green eyes. And just as is his voice, you'll hear this dwarf say, "This is my mother."
So cool.
Obviously, I'm not a dwarf. She's my adoptive mother. Her name is Devira. She lives out in Silvery Moon, where I'm from. Actually, not even in Silvery Moon, like just outside the city, just outside. And I, for fun, hang on. She'll turn around and kind of hide herself again, and then you'll see she gets way taller than is as she normally would be, and she gets kind of bulky. And you see that the armor kind of like comes apart a little bit, and the clothing that she has underneath kind of becomes a little bit more mesh, and she turns around and she's suddenly very green.
Hulk smash.
Hey, this is weird. I'm only gonna stay as this for a hot second because this feels wrong. This is my brother Vin. He is a half orc. He's got these kind of like, no, not huge tusks or anything. He's a little, self-conscious about them. Mostly green, and then kind of fades to blue on his arms a little bit. But this is the guy that's in trouble, so commit this to memory, because I'm never changing into him again, because this feels fucking weird. And she'll turn around, shift back into herself. Yeah, so if you could help me send a message to my mom and ask what's going on with my bro, that would be extremely helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I have 25 words that I can send.
Okay.
Do you have a specific message in mind that you would like me to send?
You can briefly introduce yourself, say that you're with me in a party, or just, hey, I know Iz. Heard that Vin was in trouble. Do you know anything? The kind of thing.
Okay.
Feel free to riff on that. I'm not gonna
Alright.
hold you to that 25 word count.
Okay, so I'm with Iz. She heard Vin is in trouble. Do you know anything about that? That's 15. You can reply to this message.
It says hi.
Iz says hi. You can reply
Sweet.
to this message.
Thank you.
I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna cast sending and picture Iz's mother.
What's her name
And
again?
then
Devira.
Devira. I'm gonna imagine Devira look in the direction where where she lives would be, and then do my best to get into contact with her.
You're doing that now?
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing that as we're walking.
Okay. And that was the message for her mother.
Yes.
Okay. I missed half of the message because okay, this is one of those points, guys, where I just need to be like full disclosure between me being new at DMing, like everything that happens is the first time I've seen it happen, sort of
Sure.
thing.
You're good.
So, but I'm also like I'm a very technical person, so I know I might come across as rules lawyery, but it's really just me wanting to make sure I really understand the mechanics of the game. So, hopefully this doesn't come across as like, I don't know about that. I'm just gonna think out loud. Sending
Okay.
sending spell says you have to be familiar with the person that you are sending it to. Did a quick forum lookup in a couple different places for how people have like covered gray areas of this, and I think where I'm arriving at is like, at first I would think familiar with the person means like you have to have met them, you have to have talked with them, that sort of thing. But I'm gonna go rule of cool on that with the whole changeling thing and say like seeing their exact likeness is good enough.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, he's a half orc, so I'll send it out. You know more than he's just a half orc, right? And for her mother, you know more than she's just a female dwarf. You've seen exactly her because it is changed into exactly her. So I'm gonna call that good enough for this to work.
Okay.
Dope.
So can you repeat for me the exact message that you sent to Iz's adoptive mother?
Yeah, okay. The message is, hi, I'm Taryn. I'm with Iz. She said Vin is in trouble. Do you know anything about that? She says hi.
You have 4 more if you want.
You can reply. And that's gonna be the message.
Cool.
Okay. The epitome of improvising for the DM now.
Where is his mother in this exact moment in time?
Would hope at home.
I don't have any reason
Would
to
hope.
believe that she'd be anywhere else. Only Iz would know that unless you tell Taryn. So Taryn, using the spell, you would not, like, you can't tell where anybody is. You just know with certainty that the message gets there, so long as this is a person that you're familiar enough with, you know. They don't have to respond. They could choose to, but you would hear it, right?
Yeah, I could hear their response.
Right. Okay.
Up to 25 words.
Up to
Right.
25 words.
But they don't know that.
They do not know that.
Right.
And you
Oh,
are
that's
speaking
okay.
this in common, right? You didn't just like.
I didn't. I didn't.
That's a fair
Not
question.
magical.
Nonsense into.
Okay.
You're
Could
just
you
going about
imagine
your
that?
day, like picking a flower, then all of a sudden someone just starts talking
Yeah.
these into your brain.
Okay. Is how long you? I can't.
I mean,
do that.
I want to say that my mother is familiar with this kind of messaging. We had a cleric in our little band of people that would send out messages to people in neighboring towns for trade opportunities for us. So she knows of the structure that, you know, it's only a 25 word thing. Even though she wasn't the one like actually saying the message, she was the one relaying it, or her friend was. She was the one providing the message, so she is aware of it. But that's if that's
Right.
too meta, that's
No,
okay.
that's fine. I had a different question that would definitely be too meta, but I just pulled up your sheet, so give me just a minute.
Sure.
And this is
Sending.
specifically because I don't want to accidentally give away something that you have not shared with everybody. And,
That's
and I
okay.
don't know if that's because you chose not to or not. I just don't want to be the one that ruins it if it is something
No.
that you would have not shared.
No, we good.
So,
I'm all about that character development, BB.
yup.
Pew, 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 pew. I don't feel like turning it on my phone right now.
Fair. It's okay.
We should get a rhythm bot just for small moves like that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Taryn, please write down this response and put it in the Discord so that I
okay.
can also take it into account with future planning.
Cool.
I'm
Sick.
popping over to the Discord. Should this go in character talk or campaign information?
Either way.
Okay, I'll do campaign information. So
Okay.
we have that.
After notably like a good pause, and but before you would like give up on waiting for a response, a rather calm but firm female voice would respond. Vin has been gone since Is. I think he went after her. He sounded mad. Mad, crazy. Crazy mad. Please tell me she is safe.
Is that the entire message?
Yes.
Okay. I instantly relay that to the party.
That's super weird. Okay. You don't have to reply to her right now. I know that takes a great deal of energy to do that. So don't worry about it.
We're gonna be on the road for probably another day or two. I don't think that replying right now would necessarily hurt.
Okay.
I just don't want to leave your parents worried.
Well, it's just my mom. Yeah. Left after me and he sounded mad.
And just to clarify, not mad like angry.
Right.
Mad like
Like
losing
mad,
it.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, you can tell her that I'm fine and I'm among friends. That's okay. I know you have a reassuring voice, so she'll understand your tone. You don't need to elaborate on that. Why would he come after me? That's super weird. Okay. Maybe ask if he said he was going anywhere specific. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that information. It's bizarre.
So just did he say where he was going?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Rehearse.
Or rehearsing.
Is among friends. Is among friends. That's 5.
I mean, that's 4.
That's 4.
Yeah.
I can count.
Numbers are hard. It's okay.
Numbers are pretty hard, especially when you're playing a numbers game. I don't have 9. Is among friends.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. Did Vin say where he was going? I think is that all we want?
Yeah, that's 13 so far. If you want more.
If you want to add, did you get the package from Is?
Did you get the package from Is?
The package from Is?
It's exactly 20.
That's a 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So then I'll send that. I'll send that in reply to her message.
Okay, can you also write that in the Discord, and then as you're writing that, I will write the response.
Okay. Is among
Friends.
I spelled among wrong.
Is among us.
Is among us.
That's
like a
among
goose.
friends. Did they say where he- Can I spell words correctly, please? And then what was that last part? Did you get the package from Is?
Did you receive the package from Iz?
Oh my god, why is my keyboard being so uncooperative? I love when you're typing and then like the cursor just goes to the previous word.
That's the worst.
Oop.
Okay, so she responds in you'd be able to tell she is worried, as she says, no package has come. Vin rambled about white-robed men with metal masks. I'm worried they're after him. I haven't heard from either of them.
I'll relay that one to
White-robed men in metal masks.
how
I've sent-
how close is your family to Waterdeep?
I mean, not super close. Silvery Moon is like northeast of here, a fair distance away, pretty much.
You're about equidistant between the two right now. Actually, no.
Okay.
Silvery Moon is slightly farther away to the northeast than Waterdeep is to the south.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like way different.
It's a fair distance away. Not too much further than where Waterdeep would be, but yeah, that's weird. I've sent her 2 letters since I've been with you guys, containing money for her and checking on her, making sure that she knows that I'm okay. Even before grouping up with y'all, I've been in contact with her by sending her stuff, but I don't understand how she wouldn't have received any of that.
How long ago have you sent the packages?
The last one was when we were last in Red Larch. So, like a week ago, two, whatever time has passed.
That was, I want to say just 2 or 3 in-game days ago.
Right.
Okay, less than a week at this point. Just to round
look
it
at a
up.
map just to make sure. Yeah, it's 1, 2. This is the 3rd in-game day since you left.
Okay, so it's
I'm
been about 4 days since I sent that. It would take some time to get to her, but the last one that I sent before that, the previous one rather, was before we went. Oh my God, what's the name of the city?
It was like before we went to Yartar.
Tribor?
Yeah, before we went to Tribor and Yartar.
So that's like a week and a half to 2 weeks ago.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, and it would have been received at that point. It doesn't take that long for the post to actually get up there. I don't know what is happening right now, but that doesn't feel great. I mean, obviously, this is... We're dealing with some pretty heavy stuff right now, but I'm just concerned. Thank you for doing that, Taryn. I appreciate it.
We've destroyed 2. Hopefully, we've completely destroyed 2 main places of operation. If you are that concerned about your family, I for one don't have a problem with helping you investigate that.
I mean, we're still on a pretty important path right now. And I feel like if we deviate from attempting to deal with these strongholds, these keeps, then I think it'll only embolden the remaining ones. So maybe after, depending on if the world doesn't completely explode.
Okay.
You,
But if
sure?
if at
Go
any time
ahead.
you want to go, let's go. Like
Okay.
if we think if we decide it's more important, then I'm down.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
I appreciate it. Okay.
Come,
Well,
come pet Tala. He'll calm you down.
yes, please. Bird pets.
Don't try to pet the hellhounds. They seem grumpy.
Yeah, I don't want to. They look burny.
They no
Like
likey.
just it would hurt a little bit. They've got some chomps. I'm good.
If we find any more, I can talk to them. I know that now.
That's really cool.
A little
That's
terrifying,
super
but
cool.
also cool.
Yeah.
I won't scream unnecessarily anymore. I promise.
Ooh.
All right, so we're out.
And we're gonna head to Sacred Stone Monastery.
Sacred stone.
Okay.
Dun.
So, where did the main map? Oh, there it is.
It has vanished completely. Are we also doing the same setup we had last time of two, right? We had 2 people on Hippogriffs, or did we have 3?
I think I hitched a ride with Gert last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
can.
going to maintain my stronghold in the cart with our big beefy boyfriend. Cal.
Yep, I'm on ground crew.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, Cal is
then,
on ground crew with Whirl?
With Whirl.
Yep.
Okay. And the other 3 are, so it's Gert with Iz, and then Taryn is solo.
Yep.
Yep, I'm by myself.